end of negativity is the beginning of innocence. Posted on July 14th, 2011. Who you are in your essence is a deeply innocent being without any guile or shrewdness. You are unconditional love itself. This deep innocence is present as the natural state of every living being, and you can see this so clearly in the animals, birds, and nature as a whole. There is a deep innocence to life, which is what brings tears to your eyes when you listen to a beautiful piece of music or a poignant sunset. The birth of negative ego is the start of the clouding of your innocence. As a negative ego structure in you becomes stronger and stronger, your innocence seems to get obscured so much that you lose touch with your inherent nature state of being. Don't defend your negativity. Defensiveness stems from the negative ego, which wants to protect its identity and structure even at the cost of causing suffering to itself and to others through senseless violence, verbal or physical. The movement reeks of fear and is always trying to manipulate life. It's always trying to be shrewd, planning, strategizing, in a constant movement to defend its existence. It's very easy to see how a newborn baby has a deep innocence radiating through it, and how the same baby radiates a completely different vibration when it grows up to take on a negative ego structure, even as early as 3 to 4 years old. When you let go of the negativity, what you essentially are left with is what I call positive ego. The birth of negativity cannot be helped because consciousness is bound to forget itself when it takes on a physical form that has a mind. The mind has the capacity to create a fear-based identity based on a self-image, and the consciousness that you are soon gets identified with this negativity. After that, this mind-identified consciousness, which I call the negative ego, starts defending its self-image and thus starts moving from a place of fear. Who you are is not the image that your mind creates about you. Who you are is eternal, pure consciousness. Your natural vibration is joy. Your nature is unconditional love, and you are always at peace in your essence. The only way you can start becoming free of the negativity structure is when you stop defending it. Stop protecting the negativity in you, and it will diminish, erode, and dissolve on its own accord. The negativity in you is what is resisting the manifestation of your heart's desires. It seems insane, but that's exactly how it moves. Fear is what stands in resistance to the free movement of life, which is always moving towards the manifestation of your desires, towards your well-being. Living a life free of fear. Your being is rooted in unconditional love. Your being knows no fear. It only knows joy. The fear-identified consciousness, the negative ego, cannot ever move from a place of love. Its very foundation is fear. The egoic love can change to hate in a flip second because it's rooted in fear. When you let go of identifying with this ego structure, you find that there is nothing in you that is moving through fear. Every action you take seems to stem purely from a place of inspiration, where you don't seek to gain anything. There is just a joy in the action itself with no ulterior agenda. It's a very simple way of living because it's rooted in your natural state of being. There is no conflict in you where there is no ego in you. Awakening out of the ego is the return to your inherent innocence. Every movement that's free of identification with ego is overflowing with innocence, love, wisdom, and integrity. Identification with ego is all that obscures this beauty of your being.